68 U.S. children has an autism spectrum disorder. That's according to the CDC.
Joe and Tahni Cullen had to navigate the often confusing world of autism when their toddler Josiah suddenly lost his ability to speak, play, and socialize. Their experiences are chronicled in the new book, Josiah's Fire. Autism stole his words. God gave him a voice. So happy to have mother and author Tahni Cullen with us on Mid-Morning. Tahni, great to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
The story is really incredible. Josiah born in 2005, right? And you noticed a shift at 22 months. Tell us what did you first see?
That's right. He was meeting all of his medical milestones at that point. And then over about 3 weeks' time, at about 22 months, all of a sudden he stopped looking at us. He started playing with his toys differently. Instead of, running the car, he would flip them over and turn the wheels. He stopped responding when we called his name, that sort of thing. And we thought we were losing him. We were terrified, but we had no reason to know why.
Well, and so as a parent, what were then your next steps? You feel that, that fear, you feel terrified. What did you do next?
Well, we went to the pediatrician right away. And actually the pediatrician said, maybe we should give it 6 months. Boys might develop a little bit later. And my mommy gut said, or what's the other option? So we found ourselves in about 4 months of testing. And finally we were sitting around a boardroom table and doctors gave us the diagnosis that we already by that time pretty much knew it was. But autism spectrum disorder, and with that came no known cause, no known cure, lifelong.
But then there was a change. Tell us about when he started typing.
Yeah, so despite thousands and thousands of hours of therapy and everything that we could do, at 5 years old, he was deemed low functioning, severe end of the spectrum, and nonverbal. Well, finally, I was able to take him to a place where we learned how to help him communicate. And so it was a method where he was able to point at letters to spell. After about a year doing this method, he suddenly typed his first ever independent sentence, "God is a good gift giver."
What went through your mind when that happened?
Well, I was completely shocked because I didn't really know he truly had that in him. I mean, really what we're taught is presume age-level intelligence, but they can't always show what they know. Well, suddenly my perspective changed. How we started talking to him changed, and what we expected from him changed.
Interesting. That change in dynamic must have been kind of earth-shattering.
Well, for the first time, we were learning things about our son that we had no idea about. You haven't had those conversations to even know his favorite color.
He had all this stuff going on and never was able to kind of unlock it.
He had this very bright inner world that we knew nothing about. All we would know is, if he wanted a cookie or something to eat or to go to the bathroom.
Very basic.
Yes.
Wow.
So
I'm sure that a lot of other parents have reached out to you, especially since the book, too. What advice do you have for parents who are maybe going through something like you went through with Josiah?
Well, I think the biggest thing is a lot of times we go after all of the weaknesses, and with autism there are many. Motor skills are difficult, communication, socialization, and there's so many things to go after. What I would say is find their strength, find what they love naturally. It might be art, it might be music. For Josiah, it was writing and poetry. And so we just continue to expound upon that as much as possible. That increases their self-awareness and their self-image.
He's doing well?
He's doing a lot better, continues to be what would be called severe, but we have a lot of optimism and hope as he grows up.
Tahni Cullen, the book is called Josiah's Fire. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.